Okay, everybody, welcome. CR Wrestling Commentary, New Japan Cup 2020, Day 6. First match, Yoshihashi versus Bushi. And Yoshihashi and Bushi, what'd you think, CJ, that was so mean? Come on, throwing it out there.
Oh, what did I say?
Oh, yeah.
A battle of the mediocre?
Yes. And they proved to not really be that. Not necessarily. Yeah, it was, I would say this is no less than 3.5 stars. But I would not go higher.
I was thinking 3 stars.
I was thinking 3, but it's...
Yoshihashi did good. Bushi did Bushi.
Yeah, it's... Both of them together... How can I say this? And I want to be honest as I can be. I saw not much of the match. I listened. I listened to the commentary. I won't listen to Cedar's reactions because there just won't going to be any, and I knew that. But not for this.
I had a reaction. Bushi set up for that. What is it, MX?
Yeah, and that guy fell with a little...
Yeah, he got lagged out the damn air. I was like...
Cool.
Yeah.
But the match, they got their stuff in, they did their thing, and it was, I mean, they performed as they should. But here's the thing, as a fan of professional wrestling, just that alone, I would give this 4 stars. I love professional wrestling. Going on what they truthfully could do, that's where I give it the 3 stars. But I don't know what's up with Bushi to the extent of his injury that's obviously going to be long term. And Yoshihashi needs someone in the ring to instruct him how to wrestle. It's almost like he hasn't grown. Because Bushi, if you want to talk about leading a match, Bushi led the match. Bushi dictated a lot of stuff that happened in the match. And he called it. You could see that. Yeah. And
Yoshihashi and Bushi are like if somebody offers you a plate of cookies and you taste it and the recipe calls for a cup of sugar and they put a spoonful in. Something is missing.
See, y'all, I'm not being harsh. That's her. That's her.
Okay, I understand that Bushi got injured and now he wrestles differently. I get that, but
I don't see Bushi taking those high impact moves. I don't see him doing it. And today, you got to see Karma come out.
Yeah, that was a high impact move.
It's high impact, but he did something that with Bushi he doesn't do with anyone else.
What?
He didn't drop Bushi on his neck or his extreme upper shoulder blades. He dropped him damn near flat on his back.
Oh, okay.
So. He took care of Bushi. He did well.
I guess it's just from person to person because Homa had a devastating injury and he was lucky to come back from it. But he was still Homa when he came back.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just I don't cookie with no sugar. So something's missing.
I don't know what it is. Maybe Bushi was better in tag matches.
Maybe.
But.
And the same thing with Yoshi. Something is missing. He's trying, but he goes through he's trying.
He's still in young lion mode. That's Yoshihashi's problem. He's still a young lion in his mind and his actions. He hasn't changed his shit since we first saw him so long ago. Everyone has elevated their game. Yoshihashi hasn't. And there's something wrong with that. If anything, Yoshihashi has pulled away from how he was being built when we first got back.
Yeah.
But he's still, after that push was done, whatever it was, he's done. I don't know. But yeah, Yoshihashi, he won. Bushi, he did the right thing. He lost. So, we're going to get on to the next match, y'all. I still think they did a great job.
I mean, they did a great job. It's just...
I'm happy to see that they wrestled. I'm happy to see how they performed. And I'm pleased with their performance. They're not blowing it out the water, but I'm pleased with their performance. I'm happy. I think that's really all that matters. You know, not that I'm happy, but that you're pleased with their performance. I hope that they're okay with it, and if they're not, then I hope they find a way to to improve. That's what I think it needs to be done. But yeah, we're gonna get going. We don't want this to be too long, so let's roll. All right, so Sonata versus Show, and honestly, that was a solid 4-star match.
A 4-star match. I mean, I give it a 4.5.
You think you can reach?
I give
Yeah,
it
because it was like they was easily starting to build up. You could see that, like they had to pull it back. That he could have kept going. You could see it in him. He could have kept going.
Yeah, Show did phenomenally well. He showed he's more than just a tag team wrestler. He's more than a bull in a china shop. That's what he has to be when he wrestles Takagi. He's got to come full board, and that's it. But he was very calculating. He was clever. You can see that he was thinking in the ring. And Sonata had his hands full.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
Mm-hmm.
It showed that Show has come a long way.
Mm-hmm.
A very long way. And Sonata did great.
Mm-hmm.
Sonata put him over. Sonata dictated the pace of the match. He led that match. You could see it. That was a Sonata style. I am going to give up everything but come out at the end. I'm used to seeing that out of him.
Yeah.
When the matches that he can predominantly call and stuff. But it's good, But see, I like to watch the match and be roped up, and then I do my hindsight afterwards. So this is just my hindsight. If I'm watching this, and I'm like, let's say watching the live, like doing some kind of like watch along or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty much I might be silent, or if need be, I could just speak whatever's in my head, and that's pretty much probably the best thing to do. So I liked what I saw. Now, CJ, you had a question for me, and I can't remember what it was.
My question was this: do you find it interesting that let's put whether or not he got injured aside, but do you find it interesting that didn't make it out of the first round and Show got so much further into the tournament?
No, I don't find it interesting.
Okay.
Because it makes sense. You're not going to push the one that don't show up. And is not one that necessarily shows up. He looked great against, Hiromu, because Hiromu called all of that mess. Hiromu's the one that did that. He made him look good. You can tell who is dictating usually the pace of a match. You can tell what's going on sometimes. Just don't have that thing. He don't. Show. He proved it. He did, Shingo. That's done.
Mm-hmm.
Move on to Sonata. And Sonata is seen more the, senpai to Shingo when it comes to
seniority in the company.
Yeah, in the company. But as a professional wrestler, well, Shingo has that over Sonata.
Mm-hmm.
Seiya was still in training while Takagi was still winning titles.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't find it interesting only because it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a slight to you or about or anything, but it's just one of those things I observed. I'm like, just ain't ready for singles. Yo's not there. He can be. He's showing it. He doesn't need necessarily anything other than effort.
Maybe he just enjoys tag team more.
Some people are like that. That would be me.
Which is going to probably come to a point because I think Show would rather do singles.
Show would rather do singles. Yo.
Because he excels at it. Usually in tag team, he's the one to get his ass kicked.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, that's just how that works. It's not a bad thing. Know your roles, stay in your lane, work your ass off in there. And if you got to step out your lane, be prepared.
Mm-hmm.
That's really it. Be prepared. And if you want to stay out your lane and start a new lane, work your ass off. It's that simple. Prove that you should be there.
Yeah.
That's what Shingo was doing right now is like, I want to be heavyweight.
Yeah.
Now he's got to prove it. He did a little bit, then he lost. And right now, that's what's going on. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I think it's all good. So we're gonna watch this tag match. We might comment on it depending upon. Yeah, Naito's getting in the ring now as he waits. Oh, his hat fell off. But Yano sprayed his hands. That was funny.
On the ref.
Oh man. Okay, we're gonna watch this match, y'all. Damn, Yano. Yeah, we're just gonna click it. You'll know it. So, see you in a minute. Right. All right. So, okay, we'll just quickly go over the tag match first as a teaser. But yeah, Hiromu Ishii advertised well.
Very well.
And we were cheering Hiromu on.
Yeah, because he was just showing a different side of himself.
And, Ishii is established, but he's not made it where he should be, which is pretty much king of all.
Yeah.
But, but the way this started, Yano chases Hiromu with his hair in a bag.
Yeah, that was just sadistic.
That's just crazy. And it's sick, and we was laughing, but it's I mean, he chased him with hair. Suji, they kept picking on Suji, the young lion.
It took so long for Suji to get tagged. He was in there forever.
And then he put on some new submission hold to Hiromu.
Oh my god, he folded him up like a pretzel.
Hiromu didn't know what was going on, and then he started pulling on his neck, and Hiromu was like, oh my god, you could see it set in. Like, this is terrible.
Naito had to save him.
I mean...
But Suji performed well against everybody, and you could tell that L.I.J. was trying to bring something out of him.
And they did. Suji, and I think I'm correct on this. As I stated to you before, Suji's the one that told Hiromu told Suji after beating him sometime last year or a year before that, like, you're still training, you're new. That's what he has said. And the thing is, I had to turn it up and I could hear him. Hiromu was English. It was English. And I was like, whoa. It was just, but if you're not listening, it's not going to sound like it. It was, basically the katakana version using Romanji. So, yeah, that match was good. It went over well. Hiromu ended with the Young Lion special, but he did it so damn well. And
very well.
Yeah. I was like, I have just gotten re-impressed with Hiromu.
And he's showing different... I'm not going to say that he's not normally serious for a match, because he is, but he isn't being his over-the-top Hiromu because he's got to wrestle Ishii tomorrow.
And the juniors got to prove themselves. They don't usually get a chance for this.
No, they never get a chance for this.
This is they got to do what they got. They got to show this. This could change the scope of New Japan Pro Wrestling and whatnot. This could, if they work it right.
It's got the possibility, the potential.
Yes, it really could. But hey, he tapped out Suji, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's get on with Ibushi Kota versus Tai Chi, and Cedric was ominously quiet this whole match.
Yeah, you thought I was asleep.
I did. And it was Tai Chi and his jacatery, and then ultimately they start getting down, doing what they got to do in that ring. Overall, what would I rate this match? At one point, it was about 4.5. But then the way it ended, it dropped it to like maybe a 3.7 to a 4.
Yeah, 3.8. I can see that. If they could have just left, I'm gonna say it for both of them. They could have left.
Do you want to spoil who wins?
Have we been doing that?
I do it for the first two matches usually.
We don't have to, but if they could have left their quote-unquote partners in the back, it would have maintained that 4.5 status. As I've told Cedric before, I can give credit when it's due, and I don't have to like the person when I do it. Tai Chi performed well. He
You know what? We'll spoil it. We'll spoil it, but not everything about it. Okay, keep going.
He actually wrestled
Twice in a row now.
twice in a row. I don't know. Maybe because he ain't got the woman around. I don't know. But he did a whole lot better than the craptacular he's been doing for the longest.
So, see?
Don't start.
What?
The boy still is shit. He just had 2 good matches.
I didn't even say
He
anything.
ain't got to.
I was going to say, see? He's doing better.
He had 2 good matches.
Yes. He did. See, here's the thing. Alright. This match was really good. It was.
Yeah. It was a good match.
It wasn't great. It could have been. I think Sonata and Show was much better.
I agree.
It's just, here's the thing. Alright. What Cedra's in awe about is the fact that she knows that if Tai Chi keeps this up, she's going to become a massive Tai Chi fan.
Oh my goodness. No, you didn't make that assertion.
What? No, look, okay, look. She's already been looking at the Tai Chi hamburger towels on New Japan Pro Wrestling
How you
website.
sitting there lying through your face?
I'm not.
You are.
No.
Every pore in your face is lying at once.
You was looking at
No,
it.
I wasn't looking at shit.
I saw it.
No, you did not see it. You dreamt it. You had some pork chop and had a fucked up dream.
So you mean tell me dreams can't come true?
Not that one.
What the fuck?
No.
Tai Chi.
We are not over the rainbow.
She'll get there, everybody.
No, I won't.
I'm serious. She's gonna be wearing black and gold one day, and she's gonna be wearing fake pants to rip them off
I'll be
and throw
wearing
them somewhere.
fake pants. Where am I gonna go? Rip off some damn pants.
I don't know, but she gonna rip them off and throw them somewhere. Hoping they'll get caught up on the ceiling fan or nothing. And she'll be like, "I'm Tai Chi," and I'll be like, "Yes, you are, honey," and I'm gonna move on with that.
You out your damn mind.
What? You're the one that told me this, so you're gonna change your story after we start recording.
No, you still lying through your face.
All right. See, here's the thing. Anyone listening, they believe me. I'm the primary host of this, so you know. What? That's how this works.
Oh, that's how this works.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tai Chi had 2 good matches. Yay.
She didn't even want to let y'all know that she scored the first one as a 5-star before we recorded. And she said it's only because of Tai Chi and his skill why she did it.
That's it. His skill and his lameness. He's so damn lame. He knows his intro was lame.
You gotta talk about Zach.
Okay, wait a minute. He knows his intro was lame. His whole video package is lame. His girl's looking like, oh, this is so wonderful and romantic. And he's looking like, yeah, it's Tuesday. It's lame as shit. All these romantic setting, and he's just sitting there like, yep, I'm gonna chew my gum. Ain't worth a damn. And he came, Zach came out there with Zach didn't have all this wrestling gear. That Zach is a lanky, thin something. But without his boots, oh my goodness, his shins are as big as his arms. And he had his little leggings, and he had those socks on, so you can see his tiny ass ankles, and his little tiny thin sole shoes. It looked like Tanahashi was rolled up on some sort of ballet dance and started whipping his ass.
The Cedra was laughing her ass off about that.
Zach's like, I walked out of dance class and a wrestling match broke out.
See, that's 2 people that she can't stand, and you know she's gonna insult the shit out of them.
Look, if you see the match and look at Zach, he looks like he's ready to go and pirouette. He's
wait a minute, are you thin shaming?
No, I'm not thin shaming. He's fucking tiny. He's not shaming. He's thin.
You body shaming.
I'm not body shaming. He's annoying because he's a brat. He's not annoying because he's thin, but he's thin.
Yeah.
He's not built like a typical wrestler. It works for him, but he gotta put his boots back on, man. Oh shit.
So you wanna know who won? It was Tai Chi. And Cedra, you can hear her spirit fall into her ass. You can hear, I don't know who's going to win now.
I don't. Makoto was my pick. Because they don't want Ishii to have anything nice, so hell. If it's not Kota,
it's not going to be Okada because even New Japan's got to realize nobody wants to see that shit anymore. I predict it's going to be Ishii Tomohiro because here's the thing. He never fails to perform at an exceedingly high capacity.
No matter how
ring.
fucked up he is.
No matter how damaged he is, his work ethic in that ring is
unshakable.
Is supreme. So he and Okada will eventually face each other. I think that's what's going to happen. So I predict him to beat Hiromu because Hiromu can't go on because a junior battling for that title. Granted, Hiromu, that is part of his mission that he hasn't been talking about, but it makes sense that Ishii would go on to win the whole thing, just so he can perform against Naito and lose. Because Naito, it's gonna be his first defense of this?
Yeah,
his first defense.
Mm-hmm.
And Naito is gonna be a transitional champion. That's not. No. You want to see Naito leave New Japan? There you go. So he's got to win against somebody that is seen as a viable threat. And a match with Hiromu would be amazing, and they would 5-star that shit up.
Yeah.
They really would. And they could do that in their sleep. But if Hiromu ever wins that title, it will not be for the double title, and it will definitely not be for the heavyweight title, and especially against Naito, which that shit usually causes a faction rift. Alright? So, that's why I'm saying it'll be Ishii.
Okay, that's a fair deduction. I know who it's not going to be.
Who?
Taichi.
Well, I mean, I done said who's going to take it all the way.
I'm just reiterating.
But
because you have some hope.
Think about it. I think it's random to who's going to win. I don't know if they got the winner picked all out. Because Taichi wrestles like there's hope that he could actually win the whole thing. We've seen how he's performed before. We've seen it. He knows he ain't going to win shit. So he does his fool stuff, the little fight, the little weapons. It's over, win or lose. With this, he's wrestling like, I got to step my game up or I'm done. So, I think that's what's going on. Now we're getting ready to watch
Goto versus Evil.
And I think that's going to be good if Cedric can stay awake.
I think it's going to be good too. And I tried my best to stay awake.
If not, we'll finish it tomorrow. Alright, so with that said, let's roll. Alright, so I heard that. I think it's the last one. I don't know. There's a little thing in there.
Yeah,
Did you hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's at the end of the last one. I don't know. Phil Mora does that.
Oh, okay.
You know, not 9, but Phil Mora 7 has started doing that a lot more often. In any case, so, alright. Evil versus Goto Hiroki. So,
it started off rapidly. He didn't even let Goto get to the ring. He was blocking his entrance. He couldn't get his old deep, wide base stretch going.
Yep. I like Evil standing there like, you know I'm that motherfucker in charge, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would you rate this? I think it's an easy 4.
Yeah, I would say a 4.
Not a 5. I would say far from a 5, but easily a 4. I'm like maybe 4.3.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would stay at 4.
Seriously, they carried the match. Goto has elevated himself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so happy about that because he's been so boring. He's been so boring, and now he's added moves. He's added that sense.
He's added some gumption.
Yes, urgency to his moves. Urgency. You know, you want to feel like
they're working towards something.
Yes.
Not like they're going to wrestle for the next 3 hours.
It ain't like, you know, Bushi and Yoshihashi, you know, it's like 2 people in bed. What's my name? Whose is it? Who's your daddy?
Are we done yet? I don't
think
know.
So. What time is it? You know, so I love that, you know, and they didn't just fight. No, they wrestled, there was some, scant brawling-ish.
A little bit.
Roughhousing for sure.
Yeah.
Evil, was living up to his name.
Yeah.
He's been listening to me. I don't know how he's been listening to me, but he's been doing it. I take credit. Just deal with it, y'all.
Honestly, there isn't much more to say than that. It was a good, solid match. They did good. They performed well. It was interesting.
And this is how you use the Space Tornado Ogawa, the STO. That's how you use it. He does it better than the Innovator. Evil does it better than him, so I'm glad about that.
Yeah, he really put it on him too.
Yes, he spiked him. He spiked him down. And he got the win, especially after a gruesome stomp to the groin.
Oh yeah.
Good grief, that was just mean.
He's still comforting his balls.
Yes. I'm like, there's got to be some get back on that. But overall, that's
not in this tournament.
No, not for the tournament. Even looking at the camera, he had that look of, yeah,
I did it.
Yep, almost a bit of satisfaction. I like it.
Want to step on your balls for a year.
Ball stepping. So yes, and I know a lot of people might not really care, but one of my favorite parts of the match was when they was running back and forth with trying to misdirect each other.
Yeah.
And then Evil broke away from that real quick for the misdirection. I like that sequence. A lot of people might overlook stuff like that, but certain little things like that really make a good segment, from one spot to another. And that's awesome. It's a nice segue to shift gears. I like that. And it adds mystery. It also shows cleverness. It adds intelligence. It adds, that put you on the edge of your seat. That's awesome. Cedric's already got day 7 loaded up. And it's 12:31 a.m. right now, so it's late for us here in the USA, North Kakalaki. So I'll close it out here. We can start watching. I'll start working on some stuff for Fire Pro or something. Yeah. So everyone, thank you. This has been Cedric and Cedric for CR Wrestling Commentary, New Japan Cup 2020, Day 6. Thank you for listening. See you next time.